afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Gibbo. Excellent fucking sticker emoji thing there, my friend. Hope you're well. I'm your host, JT. Welcome to the Casual Report, episode 127. Me and Rob today. Jam has rudely decided that he's going to have a wedding anniversary tomorrow with his beautiful wife. So I think they're off out for lunch or meal tonight. So happy day. So it's just me and you, Rob. How are you?
Not three bad. How you doing?
I'm chilling, mate. I'm chilling.
Sick.
Rob, you had a nice weekend. I know you've been playing Apex with the boys, I think. Have you been up to anything else? What have you been up to?
Yeah, not much else. Bit of Apex, Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Borderlands Game of the Year. Oh, and Borderlands pre-sequel.
Of course. Of course. Right, that goes without saying, mate.
I started one and then I thought, do you know what? I still haven't got the achievements on
naturally,
PlayStation 4.
You went back.
So, yeah.
And you were chilling, mate.
Although I'm a bit peeved because I've got a load of keys, gold keys, sitting waiting for me to open up a gold chest in pre-sequel, but my shift account won't work for it.
All right.
But it's only for that game. I don't know the reason why it's not doing it. I can't seem to spot it, but I'll figure it out.
Mate, you'll be fucking balls deep in that all day long.
Yeah.
Mate, how was Apex?
It was good. I got carried a lot.
Who did you play with? Dan and Jam, was it? Or
Dan and Jam, yeah. Dan is a secret assassin.
Is he actually?
Yeah.
Mate, I've heard Dan's skills all day long. All day long.
Yeah. He rezzed me in Jam twice in one game and got us to third without any kills.
He just sits in the shadows. He just gets stuff done, mate. But you had a good time. I would have joined myself and had a few games, but me and my girlfriend made the big step in our relationship, and I decided that we were going to watch Rush Hour 1 and 2. Which I don't know if you know this about me, Rob. It's two of my favourite films of all time. I'll be honest with you. Like,
nah, that makes sense.
Of all time. Have you seen the Rush Hour films?
I have all three.
All three. The third one's a bit here.
Yeah, I saw the third one in the cinema. It was one of those. I was like, yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, just a bit. I mean, it's a decent film, but when you compare it to, I love the first two so much.
It's like DLC. It's like a DLC that you got that you didn't ask for.
Like the pre-sequel kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It literally, like, it was one of those that it was like it just sort of appeared and it was like, oh, that's cool, cheers. But I didn't really want it. But thank you.
Yeah, that is it, man. That is it. Right, you've been up to our house, mate. You watched out, have you?
Yeah, I've got Disney Plus, so
I've been doing. What have you been watching?
I watched Cruella.
Is that any good? It's free now, isn't it?
Really
free.
Good. Yeah, it was. It was genuinely like. It
Jam
really
said it was good.
To watch.
Some today. Yeah.
And I've got to say, Emma Stone's accent is actually pretty good, considering.
Is cool.
It's not that bad, but yeah, it was a good take on sort of a backstory that no one really knew much about.
I can appreciate that, mate. I can appreciate that a lot. So you say you just got Disney Plus. Have you seen The Mandalorian yet?
See, I've been watching bits and pieces, dribs and drabs here and there.
Right.
I think I've one episode off finishing the first series.
Mandalorian's good, mate.
I've seen like all the majority of stuff for it, and it's one of those things I do like it, but I needed time to justify to have or to spend money on it.
No,
there needed to be more than one thing on there.
No, yeah, I agree.
And now there is, so I'm buzzing. Yeah. And I've also found out that all series of Bob's Burgers is on there, so I'm gonna have a great weekend.
You're a Bob's Burgers fan, I take it.
I love it.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen it, so you can slap me when you're not seeing me if you like.
Oh no, like don't even need to. Just watch it.
Just watch it.
But honestly, it's just one of those. It is a bit of a niche one, I think, compared to the majority of Family Guy, everything else that everyone loves.
Yeah. You don't hear it in the same conversation as much, but I assume it's as good. I assume, is it?
Yeah, It's just a little bit different on its humour side. Mm-hmm. Like it's a lot more on its childish humour than it is Family Guy.
Mate, that's all you needed to say. I'm in.
It's just great. It's just all about a guy and his family where he runs a burger shop that isn't doing particularly great. Gets himself into
All kinds of mischief, mate.
situations. Yeah, it's like I mean, one of the most recent ones I watched, it's like from the first series. He becomes a taxi driver so he can pay for, like, as well as doing his shop.
Yeah, just that as
so
well.
he can help. So he can help pay for his daughter's, literally for his daughter's birthday, just to get a smoke machine. and it ends up being that starts getting regular fares for these like transvestite hookers.
As you do, mate.
It's honestly, it's to be seen, to be believed. Nice. It is gold.
That sounds fascinating, mate.
It's great.
Have you watched any of the Marvel TV shit? So What If, Loki, WandaVision, and the other one?
Yeah, WandaVision watched all of.
Yeah.
Loki watched all of. Save again for Falcon and Winter Soldier.
That's what it was. Thank you. Seen any What If? That looks interesting, but
I haven't.
No.
But it does keep catching my eye. There's a lot of people are saying it's really
cool.
Good.
Jam, not our Jam. Like, so he said he quite likes it. So,
Jam the man with a plan.
That man.
Not Jam 2.0.
No, not our one. Not our cop out. He's not here. No. Rob, that all sounds delicious. Have you been up to anything else, mate? Have you been anything else you want to share with the group? Mate,
I can have.
You're buzzing. Ask me.
What have you been up to?
Mate, I've been playing a bit of Hades here and there, as I do, tend to normally.
Oh yeah, of course.
I jumped on Returnal for a bit as well. I got to the second boss in the biome of the second. Relatively straightforward, mate. I was chilling, and then all of a sudden it just started jumping around and it killed me and I was fuming. But it's a good game, mate. It's very good. Bit more Kakarot as well. Same old, well, like a streamlined version of the anime. Yeah, it does feel a bit. I think they've bit off more than they can chew with just the one game. I think they could have done it in 2 or 3 games. Just like flush it out a bit, but if it does seem like, oh come on, let's get through this quick, that kind of thing. But it's good. Obviously, Rush Hour 1 and 2, and I've been playing something else, which I'm going to talk to you about in a second.
I think I saw this on Twitter.
You have seen this on Twitter. I'm very happy right now. But Rob,
yes,
can I get into it? Anything else you want to share? Mate,
No,
we're going in. We're going in, mate.
let's go.
I appreciate y'all's patience, those in the chat. If there is anyone there, I'm not sure. You know, I had to go do some shopping for my old grand, so you have to bear. And then I was hungry, so I had got like a fresh chicken, mate. You know what I mean? The cooked chicken, and put them on a fucking salt and pepper bath. I was buzzing.
Oh,
Rob,
man. That's the butty van. I love it,
mate. Fucking yeah. Other game we've been playing last night, this morning, and a bit this afternoon. Fist Forged in Shadow Torch. Have you seen this game? It's come out of China. It is based on, you control Rayton, who's a little rabbit, but he's got like a fucking fist thing on his back. You must have seen the picture. It's a Metroidvania game, and it is surprisingly fucking awesome. I'll tell you now. How much? I had a moment on Sunday night, on Monday. It was Monday. I watched the trailer. There's a new trailer, and I was like, okay, cool. And it said available now, and I jumped up, turned my PlayStation on, and bought, and like just fucking started downloading it straight away. But it's actually out on the Tuesday. It was out today, right?
Yeah.
September 8th. Whenever it was today, yeah. So playing it, and the controls are great. The world is surprisingly, like, you know, deep, and there's a load of characters to talk to, which I thought was quite interesting, because I don't think it's a big team that's made this. It's TI Games or TI Games. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Who I'm pretty sure this is their first game, right? But it's very detailed, and I'm very, very impressed with it. I mean, it's a bit rough around the edges. Don't get me wrong, but the reviews did drop. Are you ready, Rob?
Go on.
Are you ready? Apparently, the review embargo is on the 8th, which is tomorrow, but the game actually came out today, which is weird. Whatever. So, sitting 15 reviews already, because people have obviously played the fuck out of it, reviewed it, and put the score up.
Yeah.
Sitting at 81, which is there or thereabouts, about where I'd probably sit it as well. 13 positive reviews, 2 mixed. I'm going to read a few now. I'm going to put some on screen for everybody because I'm such a cool guy. Noisy Pixel says Fist is a gorgeous Metroidvania that tells a much better story than any other. Beg your pardon. I'll start again, shall I? That tells a much better story than any anthropomorphic narrative has a right to tell. It's emotional, engaging during each scene, brought together with challenging moments of action and puzzle platforming. This game respects your time, but some moments can drag on due to limited fast travel and some confusing objectives. Who cares though? You're a rabbit with a robotic fist attached to your back. How cool is that? Praise from Glowing Pixel. PlayStation Universe. Fist is a deftly crafted Metroidvania that, while it doesn't do anything especially new or groundbreaking, nonetheless reframes the genre through a distinctly Chinese and attractive diesel punk setting that fans of the genre and action adventures in general will assuredly love. But yeah, this is about where I'd sit it as well. Now, Rob.
Yeah.
Is this a video game which you'd be interested in playing yourself? Or is this a... You would?
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's so cool. I'm surprised how good it is. I knew I'd like it. I could just tell from because I've been keeping an eye on this footage. I saw some footage like maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. So that was good. I'll probably, you know, and as the years have gone on, it's been delayed and all that shit. And I knew I'd like the game, but I had no idea it was. I could have this kind of hold on me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very good. And at $22.49 with PlayStation Plus or £25, I can't. Do you know what I mean? Speak for itself. Go and buy it.
Yeah.
Rob, moving on
Go on.
quickly before we jump in. There's going to be a new trailer for The Matrix Resurrections on Thursday. Are you happy? Do you like The Matrix? Remind me.
Yeah, I enjoyed 1.
Yeah, I also enjoyed 1, which is it's kind of weird they're bringing out a sequel to 1. I'm joking. I said dig at 2 and 3, by the way, everybody. I do know they exist.
We'd like to forget.
Yeah, we don't like those. But there's this teaser thing. It just says there's obviously the red and blue pill, very popular in the Matrix. It just says the choice is yours. That's for, and then there's all this kind of nonsense. Then you go on the whatisthematrix.com, and if you bear with me, let's have a look at this now. I think there's more footage on this website. If you just bear with me 2 seconds. But Rob, oh, you can pick a pill, and there's a okay. Sorry, everybody. What's going on there? I'm gonna pick the other pill now. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry, everybody. What is this? Rob, just... What are you...
Remember how you got here.
Okay. This is footage.
You've lost your capacity to
Rob, I didn't realise it was footage. I've been in Morrison's for the past half an hour, you know what I mean?
What's real is here and now. 8:18 p.m.
Who's talking?
Anything else is just your mind playing tricks on you.
I know that voice.
It becomes a problem when fantasies endanger us. We don't want anyone to get hurt, do we?
Rob, I don't know if you saw any of that.
Dead.
I recognise that voice. Like it's gonna piss me off. That is. If anyone heard that and could tell me the actor's talking, I'd really appreciate it.
It had like a Tom Cruise element to it.
Something like that. Voice. I'm gonna Google it quickly. Rob, how are you excited for this or? Intrigued is
Yeah.
probably a better word. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say intrigue's probably the better word. It's something I'll definitely look out for. So
Yeah, I mean, I buzz off the first. It was not Keanu Reeves. So this is going to do me editing. I'm so sorry. Like I think I watched them all once, but it was there or thereabouts when they came out. So I've not watched them for we're talking like 20 years now, right?
yeah, it's been a while. Like even for me.
Yeah. I know that voice, but I fucking do me editing. Right, we're all excited. Everyone who's excited, express your excitement in the chat while I talk about, although me and Rob talk about numbers, mate. We got charts, Rob. Are you happy?
Yeah, I am.
I'm happy as well. I'm a bit. It's a quiet week because you'll guess by what's number one. Have you seen the charts yet? Have you cheated?
No,
Yeah, but do you want to hazard a guess what number one is, or do you want me to just lay it on you?
lay it on me.
I'm gonna lay it on you. It's a Switch version of a video game.
Okay.
Just keep in mind these are physical sales in UK, so there's room for a bit of movement. Number one, Minecraft for Switch. It is a quiet week. Number two, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for Switch. 3, Grand Theft Auto 5. 4, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. 5, Animal Crossing. 6, Marvel's Avengers. 7, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. 8, F1 2021. 9, FIFA 21. And 10, Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury. A quiet week, I'll have you know, Rob.
F1's dropped.
Yeah. It's like, what? There it is, as you all want to chill. Let me just go through a bit of some numbers. That Minecraft for Switch took the top spot with 29% increase in sales week on week, and Mario Kart 8 remained at number 2 with a 16% rise. Animal Crossing also saw its sales rise 15%. Switch sales were up 5% week on week, while the market as a whole was down 6% in units. PlayStation 5, Ratchet and Clank climbs number 4, increasing 38% week on week. You imagine there's like an influx of PlayStation 5s in the wild. People have gone and bought Ratchet and Clank, you imagine. Last week's number 1, Aliens Fireteam Elite, dropped to number 12 following a 77% decrease in sales. So that's a classic case of everyone that's bought it, everyone that's wanted to buy it has bought it, sorry.
Yeah.
And then everyone else has just gone, I'll probably get it on sale or whatever, sin of it. And you had to look further down to find new entries in the UK charts. The Medium re-entering the list at number 36 following the title's release on PS5 and World Rally Championship WRC 10. What's that? Is that World Rally Championship, isn't it? Is that right? I think it's World Rally Championship 10. It's not clear, but I'm pretty sure I'm right about this. Debuting at number 40, so quiet week indeed. Rob, any thoughts on that? Because that is basically as quiet as a week we've seen since we've been tracking them, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm literally
Hey,
not surprised by
you
the
couldn't be more uninterested. That is...
It's honestly, it's one of those I look at it and I'm just like...
Yeah, we're chilling.
It's one of those weeks, I think, for the numbers. I'm a bit like, nothing really that much has happened bar Minecraft.
Yeah, and that's a 11-year-old game now.
Yeah.
It's number 1 in the chart. It tells you everything you need to know about game sales for this week. But shall we crack on with more? I hope you find this exciting because I never played it. Exciting stuff, Rob.
Go on.
Do you remember? I don't know if you were on or not. A few months ago, we covered a potential Epic Game Store leak. And it was Final Fantasy VII Remake on the platform, and also a remaster of a popular 360 title. Do you remember what this 360 title was, or do I have to refresh it for you?
I think you might have to refresh.
I'll refresh it for you, mate.
But
yeah, Alan Wake Remastered.
Yes.
It's happening, it's coming, it's real. PS5, PS4, Xbox's Epic Game Store PC. It's happening 2021, I believe. I'm reading from somebody called Rachel at alanwake.info. Thank you, Rachel. Says this is for you. The first line, because I don't know if you noticed of Alan Wake. There's a big fucking cult following of that game. Have you ever played it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
Yeah, are you happy for this remaster? Or something you're gonna?
Yeah,
keep an eye on?
I think I actually probably would be a bit more inclined to go and play it a lot more than I did the original, like the actual first. Only reason being is, there was just it could be a bit buggy, the first one, and it bugged me a lot.
I can appreciate that, man. I can appreciate that. So, Rachel says, I'm beyond happy to tell you that at the time of writing this, Alan Wake Remastered is nearing its completion, confirmed, announced, coming up with partnership with Epic Games Publishing. So, the reason it's on Epic Games Store is because Epic Games have pretty much funded the project, I would have thought. Multi-platform, PC, Epic Games Store, Xbox, and the first time ever it's coming to PlayStation. I didn't know it wasn't on PlayStation 3, by the way. I had no idea. Alan Wake came out 11 years ago, and through that time you've told us again and again how much you love the game, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. Where are we now? I'd love Alan Wake Remastered will launch this fall. Stay tuned for more information. There's no footage, mind. There's just a logo, which I will show everybody now. It's there. Rob. How? No, this is okay. It says Rachel here, but the actual thing is from Sam Lake, who's the creative director at Remedy, who's a sound person. I'm not sure if you follow him on Twitter. He seems chill. So it's coming in fall, which is they're the announcements I like, Rob. It's a reveal, a few months, bang, it's out. I don't like prolonging like fucking 4 years of trailers and hype. I just want to, like Fallout 4 did it. It was like E3, bang, out in November. It's in a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you? I didn't play it at all. Like zilch, nothing. Can't remember. I remember thinking, oh, that's all right. I think I'm gonna play it. Is it on my Epic? I think the first one is actually on my Epic Games Store. Let me just check. Would this be day one, or you chilling?
Probably chilling on that one.
So we're talking
only because I've played it before. I'm like, don't get me wrong, I'd be excited to play it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be in a massive rush.
Yeah, no rush. Like the game, excited to play it, not in a rush. Not rushing out to get this one or not. Yeah, I do have it on Epic Games Store. I do have it. By the way,
bit like it's probably a bit like how I am with Kakarot, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean,
excited to really go for it, but at the same time, I'm not going to go out of my way to go and get
as video games go, it doesn't set the world alight, but it's for Dragon Ball Z faithfuls, it is very good.
Yeah.
In that aspect, and as the combos and the skill tree starts to widen, then so does, you know what I mean? It starts to open up, but I don't know why I didn't play this one. It didn't get a sequel, did it? That's what everyone's crying about. Is that right? Is there a sequel?
If it did, I didn't see it.
Get announced? I can't remember. Alan Wake. It's on this website. It says Alan Wake 2 on hold, so I assume it didn't. But I think there's been trying to push for it, and I think there's one. This is probably testing the waters for how.
Yeah, this will probably create some more buzz, I reckon, to a point.
Mate, we're about buzz.
They'll get some new ones, and then as soon as they've got those new fans, it's going to be a case of brill. We've got it now, and I reckon they'll do it.
Yeah, no, I hope they do, because I'm about.
They'll do it as a next gen only, probably.
Yeah, that seems about right. Yeah, I mean, we'll obviously talk more when we see more. But with no trailer, just a logo. Everyone seems happy, which makes me happy. So.
Yeah.
Shall we move on?
Go on.
Are you familiar with Tripwire Interactive?
Yeah.
I actually. They are, for those that don't, developers of Killing Floor and our Rising Storm 2 Vietnam. I had to look that one up, I'm sorry. And also publishers of Chivalry the game, and also I think they did Maneater, or they published Maneater, or whatever.
I know Chivalry.
Yeah. Is that? Oh yeah. So. Long story short, their CEO, John Gibson, tweeted a fucking vile tweet about. Do you know what's going on in Texas now? Have you heard what's going on? Yeah, but
I've seen that.
like pro Texas law that's just passed, which is disgraceful, to be honest with you, because like 6 weeks. Those that don't know, Texas just passed a law now where it's illegal to have an abortion after 6 weeks, which most women don't even know they're pregnant until like 9, 10, maybe 12 weeks or something.
It's almost rule of thumb. Usually about 8 weeks, you'll start having your morning sickness.
Yeah, exactly. And then obviously, when you include like rape and incest and shit like that, if you were to fall pregnant during one of those awful scenarios, would you want to keep it? I don't think so. But I think that you know the lady or the female should have the right to make that decision herself and not have it on the government. Whatever. Vile tweet about how it's you know, how he's against how he's with the Texas law that's passed. And then in about 3 seconds of that tweet going live, all these developers, like Chivalry developers, they were like, "Oh, fuck that, we don't believe that shit." Man-eater people, they were like, "Bollocks to you, we don't believe that." And then it's coming across yesterday, I say now, but yesterday, a statement regarding recent events said the comments given by John Gibson are of his own opinion and do not reflect those of Tripwire Interactive as a company. This is coming from their official Twitter account. His comments disregarded the values of our whole team, our partners, and much of our broader community. Our leadership team at Tripwire are deeply sorry and are unified in a commitment to take swift action and to foster a more positive environment. Effective immediately, John Gibson has stepped down as CEO, so they've binned him off. Good riddance, mate.
Fair play on that. I mean, like that's a quick turnaround as well.
And fair play. Like this could sometimes take weeks, and they've just it must have been about 3 days, and it's like over the weekend.
It's been about 72 hours, and they've just got that in a bit.
Let me just try and find that tweet. So who's taken over? Alan Wilson, who is a co-founder of the company since its formation in 2005, is going to be. I don't think his Twitter's there. I think he's got rid of his. Oh, it's Gibson, you prick. Sorry. He's been with the company since 2005, and obviously probably the right person to be interim CEO. September the 4th. Yeah, 3 days. And I'm going to show you the tweet. I'm not going to show you the tweet. I was going to them, but I don't want to give it traffic. Even if as little traffic as we'd give it, but I don't want to give it traffic. You know what I mean, Rob, mate? So, but good on Tripwire. And fair play. But Rob, should we crack on?
Go on.
We got stuff. Remember, I was annoyed last Thursday with Sony. Do you remember this?
Yes.
And I said it's bollocks that people are having to shell out for the super duper special edition to get the upgrade for the PS5 version. If that's what they needed.
For I think for like not just Forbidden West, but a couple of other games.
Yeah, but especially Forbidden. I think they were on, I don't know about stopping it after Horizon and then just not doing it, but people were upset and rightfully so, I think. You see the bear there, quite funny.
Well, I think it was like I did see quite a few posts of people saying this is the same company that released this statement, and it was literally them saying.
Yeah, I think I showed it to yourself and Jam as well. That how it's like you can get all these upgraded. I can't remember if it said for free, but it said you can upgrade it, and then obviously they're starting to pull the rug back a bit, and it's like okay, whatever. Well, they heard us, Rob, loud and clear, as they say. So PlayStation blog. All pre-order details for the awe-inspiring continuation of Aloy's journey come in February 18th, so I'm not going to read it. The gist is they're going to roll back on the decision, so even if you buy the standard PS4 version, the upgrade for the PS5 version will be free. But from here on out, the upgrades are going to cost $10, which is going to be about 10 quid. which they're going to charge 70 quid for a PS5 game. PS4 games are $60 or whatever. Do what you got to do. Just don't take the piss out of people. Do you know what I mean? I already a bit here and there about the 70 quid thing anyway. I think that's way too expensive for a video game.
I don't personally agree with that.
It's too expensive, or it's the £10 thing.
The 70 quid for a game, it's ridiculous. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you're getting something special edition, you're going to get some
a figure or like an art book or a. I've spent £70 on games before. Don't get me wrong.
Or just like pre-order, like extra bits that you only get in the pre-order, like
extra bits and pieces,
like skin packs, things like that you can't get any other way.
Like a base game.
But if you're turning around and go, nah, mate, this is just a base game.
70 quid.
I'd just be like,
I think I remember though as well.
I've got Game Pass.
Exactly. That they're getting shown up a bit of value by Xbox. I think Xbox are making all the right decisions. I just don't think they've got the first party games just like slam dunks after slam dunk. Because Sony went through a stage on the PS4 where everything was a banger, like God of War, Last of Us 2, Final Fantasy VII Remake. All this shit was banger, 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 banger.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, all that. And I think Xbox struggled last gen. I don't think they had anything that was anywhere near those. They had good games, don't get me wrong. I'll buzz off Gears of War. Gears 5's 2 years old yesterday. Now-ish, it's 2 years old. Which is crazy. That's how I remember Jam's wedding anniversary, by the way. Because they had the cheek to have the wedding on the weekend of Gears of War 5, and I was very unhappy about this. I wasn't happy at all, mate.
I feel like all I can see is you literally sat at the wedding.
Yep.
So
I said, can I bring my PC? Like, straight up. I don't care.
I should be at home right now.
Yeah, I should be. And I had to learn a song on the guitar, by the way. But that's the conversation for the time. But I think Sony have got Microsoft where it matters, basically, is video games. It's why people buy video games, to play good ones. But when it comes to value and game preservation and all that shit, I think Microsoft's got them by the bollocks. And I think they're starting to crack under the pressure. But competition's good for the consumer, mate, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But I agree, Rob. £70. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm paying £80 for Metroid Dread, but I've got in a nice little art book. There's a few fucking other bits as well. I can't remember what I'm getting.
I was gonna say, like the thing is with those sort of pre-orders is you're getting something decent.
Yeah.
You're getting your money's worth.
Yeah. So let me just have a mooch. I'm just gonna have a look now because I forgot what I'm getting, mate.
Because I'm pretty sure Metroid Dread for its base is at 50.
40. It might be £50, $60, I think.
Yeah. So it's that's standard. I mean, I'd expect that.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. I agree, mate, 100% with this. So you forget, don't forget though, these games like God of War, Ragnarok, whatever it's going to be called, Gran Turismo 7, Horizon Forbidden West, they're all going to sell 10 million copies all day. All day. They'll sell 10 million each. And I just don't think, so I'm getting, Rob, I can't read it, it's still blurry, hang on. Holographic art cards, steelbook, the physical game, and a 190-page art book. So Laura. Laura said hi.
Yeah.
Laura said hi.
Jam says hi. Oh, Jam.
Who's Jam? Tell her to buy Metroid Dread for the Nintendo Switch Family Systems.
He says you got a pie. Metroid Dread for Nintendo Family Systems. Got to buy Metroid Dread.
Why? Tell her why.
Apparently she doesn't want it. It's fine.
Tell her a fringe looking fresh.
Say again, sorry, bud.
Tell her a fringe is looking fresh.
He says your fringe is looking fresh.
Have you seen the state of it? Because I've just been exercising.
Yeah, it's funny. Rob, shall we crack on? Because I feel...
Let's go.
Mate, we'll talk about the console wars all day long, mate, but Rob.
Yes.
You heard of a video game called Sonic the Hedgehog?
Never heard of Sonic in my life.
It's a niche title. You might not have heard of it.
Is
Well,
that one that's got that fox?
yeah, that's the one, mate.
I know which one, yeah.
Well, Sonic Colors Ultimate, was it out? I think it was early access for the Switch. Have you seen the footage?
I have not. Not
No,
yet.
mate, it's pretty grim. But Sega has said, I'm reading from Eurogamer, Wesley Impulse in the house, said Sega is looking into the issues with Sonic Colors Ultimate, beg your pardon, for a potential new patch. So there is a PR person for Sega, Katie, don't know, says, hey everyone, appreciate all your feedback on Sonic Colors, and the teams are listening and assessing for an upcoming patch. Thank you for your patience as we dig into this. Quick aside, with some graphical issues that were caused by an emulator which unfortunately outside our control, trying to figure out what bugs are legitimate can really slow down the QA process. If you're having issues, please do flag them here at sega.com/support. So what people have been emulating it and then pissing about with that and going, oh look how it runs on my Switch, when it's not actually the Switch. But I'm trying to find some footage, mate. I found some. Dash your eyes to the screen. Sorry. Those just stood about what the fuck, man?
Yeah, it's because the cats are just.
Oh, the cat sorted it out, mate. Right, I'm putting some footage on screen, mate, for your eyes only. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh dear.
Yeah. It's on the Switch as well, by the way, so from what I understand as well, it was, if you bought it on Switch, you can get it early access for 4 days early. And people obviously paid that, got it early, and it runs like this. That doesn't look too bad now. Mate, you're...
It's a bit.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. Could have slowed down, mate. Let's not forget the Switch can run Witcher 3-ish. But it can, bare bones version of Witcher 3, but it can run the Witcher 3. And Doom. I'm just.
Well, this is it. Like, I mean, it can run quite a few.
Yeah,
things.
Borderlands 2 and 1 and 2, right?
Yeah. 1, 2, and pre-sequel.
Yeah. So they're more demanding than this one. Fucking hell. I hope they saw it because people were genuinely looking forward to that video game, but obviously not.
Quite a heavy disappointment there.
Yeah, man. Rob.
Yes.
Do you remember us talking about Focus Home Interactive?
Not entirely.
I remember this. So, Focus Home Interactive is one of Europe's leading video game publishers and developers. Of course they are. Oh god. Oh god, I've lost it. Shall we see what they did first? Shall I refresh your memory? Focus Home Interactive. Rob, I'm about to list you some video games. There you go.
Here we are.
World War Z, HUD, Aliens Fireteam Elite, Warhammer Stormground, SnowRunner, Plague Tale, Requiem. Rob, they are changing their name. Focus Home Interactive, one of Europe's leading video game publishers. Blah blah blah. The acquisition of studios such as Deck 13 Interactive, Strayamon Studios, and more, Dotemu and its label The Arcade Crew, demonstrates Focus' desire to integrate talent and studios with singular visions in our strong and ambitious group. Promote value creation, anticipate new trends, and blah blah blah. From now on, Focus Entertainment brand covers up, so they are called Focus Entertainment, not Focus Home Interactive, which is what they just said in that thing. I'm reading from the actual press release which they released yesterday. Rob, business as usual. It's just fitting into the
just
structure.
Make it. Yeah. I suppose it's not really any real change.
No.
Just more of this is a bit easier to remember.
Yeah. I think that one was a bit more of a, just a heads up. Really. But Rob, I have some bad news for you now, mate. I think we must talk about redirecting. Redirect me, come on. We must talk about like got a timeout. Are you mad? That's crazy, dude. I can't get on the website. Oh, I can't get on the link. I'm fuming. I'm fuming. I can't read from this one. But it says Paradox Interactive has a culture of gender discrimination and mistreatment. Let me just try and find the article the long way around because it's not letting me on it, mate. I'm very unhappy about this. You know what I mean? There you go. PC Gamer, let me in. So Paradox Interactive, those who brought us. I really should remember what people brought us, Rob. You know what I mean? But basically, they've been being shitty to women, which you seem to. So Surviving Mars, Stellaris, BattleTech, might be Stellaris, probably how you say that. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Prison Architects, and so on. I can't say I'm familiar with a lot of these games. I've got to be honest with you. But last week, Paradox Interactive announced the departure of CEO Ebar Lungerud. Lungerud. Sorry, who apparently resigned due to differing views on the company's strategy going forward. You know what I'm saying? She was replaced by former CEO and Paradox co-founder Frederick Wester, who says he's in for a long haul. Today, Swedish business and tech website Breakit.se scored a scoop. A leaked Paradox employee survey from last month conducted by two unions, Union and I'm not even some Swedish word. I'm not even going to try. I'm sorry. Conducted an employee survey at Paradox Interactive about the company's working environment. Paradox employs around 400 people in Sweden. 133 chose to take part in the survey. Of those, 44% claim to have experienced mistreatment. But the numbers get much worse among females. When women made up 26% of the total respondents, 69% of them said they have received abuse or mistreatment. So, Rob, will we ever see the end of this in life? It seems like nowadays, you know what I mean? But it seems to be like every week. It seems to be a new company's coming forward, and it's not Ubisoft, it's Activision. If it's not Activision, it's these. If it's not these, it's like CD Projekt Red.
I think it's a bit of a like we're in that frame now where now that it's happened to one, it's all
snowball down a hill, mate. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, it's literally it's just that sort of like that sort of snowball effect, like becoming an avalanche. It will eventually sort of slow its rhythm.
I hope it'll going to run out of people. That's why.
Well, I say, yeah, it'll be few and far between, I think, after that, and then it's going to be a case of fingers crossed. We won't see it at all.
Yeah, just a lot of.
But not even such a sense of like that it's happening behind closed doors, but a case of I just don't think we'll see it.
Yeah, I mean, I always feel like making progress, and then when I think that two more stories come up, and I'm like, for fuck's sake, you know what I mean? But that was from Rich Stanton at PT Gamer, so thank you, Richard, for having a website that lets me in. I just want to clarify, Jam and Rob are well looked after on the Casual Report. I don't abuse them too much, you know what I'm saying? I'm joking. I shouldn't joke about that, I'm sorry. Moving on.
Yeah, it's only verbal and sometimes physical.
Get me whip out. Yeah, mate. Where's me forgotten gem? Rob, I know you're a man who likes sensible soccer. I know, don't you need to ask, I know you are. Well, I have something from VGC, mate. Steve Boxer. Knockout, you know what I mean? Sensible Soccer's spiritual successors coming to Switch, PS5, Xbox, and more. Do you know what it's called, Rob? Sociable Soccer. I'll continue. Sociable Soccer, the arcade-style football game developed by Sensible Soccer creator John Hare, is finally heading to PC and consoles thanks to a publishing deal with indie specialist KISS. Currently only available via Apple Arcade. I didn't know this game existed. Did you know it was an Apple Arcade?
No.
I had no idea. Some bangers in Apple Arcade though, to be fair.
I considered getting it, but I've just...
Yeah, I tried to find... I don't have a new enough Apple device to run... to put it on, do you know what I mean? So I can't do it, but Social Shocker will be brought to a wide variety of platforms to a deal between Highest developer Tower Studios and KISS Publishing, the pair told VGC. KISS co-founder Daryl Still said, "Our target date is April 17, 2022 for Easter next year. The PC version is the lead, but all console versions will be coming at the same time: PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and Switch." I'm probably going to get this on Switch, by the way. Because I think that's the one thing that's missing from the Switch, like a arcadey football game. I bet there is loads of them. Shout at me in the comments, please, because I'd like to play some. But when Mario Strikers is out, it's over. Don't worry about it. Rob.
Man, it's game over. It's game over.
Game over. Is this something you'd play, or is Sensible Soccer's had its day and you're happy to not?
I'm
not
alright
get some
with
footage, actually. Are you not too bothered?
Nah, not too fussed.
I don't think I am either. Like,
if I think of like a Nintendo console and I think of a football game, the first thing is
Mario
Strikers.
Obviously.
It's literally it straight off the bat.
Yeah.
It's
So not on.
Hey guys, I'm just going to do a quick review of an update.
Sorry, not on like PS5 or an Xbox or anything. It's just like no.
That's it.
I'm just getting some footage quick. It looks a bit. I don't know. I'm gonna put some footage on the screen for everybody in 2 seconds.
All good.
It does look very arcadey. I gotta be honest with you, it does look very arcadey. I know I did this game existed, to be honest with you, but I'm happy it's found a new lease of life. I'm probably not going to play it much, if at all. Good goal, to be fair. Finish.
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
But yeah, Sociable Soccer, Sensible Soccer. Just bring that back. Make a new one of them. You know what I mean? Rob. Just 3 more stories for you. Then I'll shut up. Are you ready?
Go on.
Back to VGC. Chris Scullion. Now,
Our favourite.
yeah, the man. Rob. We've been friends for a year and a half-ish now, right? Ish.
Yeah, it's been.
It's been a journey, mate. Yeah, you know I'm very passionate about retro game collection. You know this, right?
Oh yes.
Well,
I know.
remember the story last week or the week before? I forget, about how people were manipulating the prices to make money. Do you remember that kind of right? So Chris Scullion writes at VGC says game grading firm Watters co-founder is accused of selling large numbers of its own games. Watters' policy is for employees to not sell games in case of fraud or conflict of interest, which sort of backs up the story we talked about a few weeks ago. So one of the co-founders of game grading company Watt has been accused of selling Watter graded games for high prices on eBay. Proof journalist Seth Abramson reports that while clearing boxes at his house, he discovered a note included with a game he'd purchased from eBay in the summer. The seller's note told him to email Mark Sapple at redacted whatever for more games. Abramson realised that he had purchased a game from Mark Haspel, one of the co-founders of Watter, then looked at the previous purchases and realised he bought 3 in total. Busted. So according to Abramson, Haspel is trading on eBay under the name something, and at the time of article's publication was selling 74 Watter graded Atari 2600 games with a total value of about 46 grand. Now I'm going to put the thingies on screen for you, the listing on screen. So the 74 there, they're all about 2.5 grand each ish. Rob, does that make your blood boil a bit?
A little bit.
It pisses me off, I'll be honest with you. As someone who genuinely wants to buy these games to play them, I understand they are collector's items as well, and I understand that as time goes on, the rarer limited run ones value is going to shoot up. I understand that, But when, come on, mate, inside job, 46 grand. That's bullshit. He gets what he's gonna get. What's coming to him, to be honest. I hope they sort it out because retro game collecting is getting fucking ridiculous at the minute. Like, do you know how much just a cartridge of Metroid Zero Mission is on Game Boy Advance? You'd be lucky to get one for less than 100 quid, a genuine cartridge. £100.
Really, I used to actually have Metroid on Game Boy.
Which one? Do you remember? Was it Zero Mission?
All I remember is it was literally, we're talking like Game Boy Pocket Color era.
Probably
Pre-advance.
Return, Samus Returns.
I think it was. I think
The
it was
second
something along those lines. Yeah.
Yeah.
God knows what that goes for now.
No, mate, Metroid and Game Boy is expensive. Like, a genuine copy is expensive. But yes, shall I move on?
Go on.
Quick update from a video game I quite like. 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim has sold 200,000 copies in Japan. I hope that makes it a success. I really do. Because I don't know if you play this game, Rob. Have you played this game?
I have not.
No, very good. It's like a. Like they're all. I can't even explain it. I'm gonna get the synopsis off Google because I can't even explain it. I haven't played it for a while. The 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim is a video game developed by Vanillaware, who the Odin Sphere plot. I'm not sure if you played that one. Give me the thing. Right. Primarily set during a fictionalized version of 1985 in the Showa period. But jumps between 1945, 2025 and 2065 and the distant future of 2105. How does it do that, Rob? How does that make sense? We have to go and play it, mate. Find out. It's good. It's very good. I'm not talking about. It's one of the things that talking about spoils it, so I'll leave it there. Congratulations, though. I hope that's enough for a new game in the series. If not, fair play. And Rob,
Yes.
remind me. You've not played Yakuza, have you? Or have you?
I haven't, but
Yeah.
I really wanted to.
Yeah.
I wanted to play Like a Dragon.
Yeah, I will. That's the thing, yeah. I mean, I said deny, I want to play Like a Dragon, but I can't be asked to play the other 7 games. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then like, I think I want to go into it, but I don't want to miss out, you know what I mean? But
I think people have said that you can do 7.
yeah, because it is it's a new pro tag in it, so I assume you can just go into it. There'll probably be nods that you'd miss out on. And I genuinely think Yakuza 0 is one of Sega's best games. Like, straight up. It's fucking brilliant. However, the director of Judgment, which is the Yakuza spin-off with the fucking lawyer person, the solicitor dude, he leans into. He did an interview with The Gamer with Jade King, so I'm reading from there. Thank you, Jade. But one paragraph caught my eye, which is where he said, Yakuza may leave Japan. So there could be a Yakuza game in America or Europe or somewhere.
Yeah.
Rob, as an outsider, someone that's not really played the series, how does that sit with you? Do you mostly associate that game with Japan, or would you be turned off by?
I do see it mostly there.
Mm-hmm. It's called Yakuza as well, for fuck's sake.
It is good to change things up.
Yeah.
Maybe not dealing entirely in a different continent.
Yeah, maybe. Go to this country and do this person.
Yeah, it could be a case of just being like partway through. There's just a stint that you have there.
Yeah,
Couple of
no,
missions,
I can appreciate that. I'm trying to find.
I literally one of the side missions could even be fit in with the locals.
Oh
And it
yeah,
could be
yeah.
Things like that. It'd be gold, but yeah.
Yeah, 100%, mate. Because when he first said it, I was like, no, Was it like it's very Japanese within itself as well? But
Yeah.
maybe if there's 9 games now, it's like perhaps it could benefit, like you say, perhaps it could benefit from LA or somewhere else in Asia, like Vietnam or somewhere, or Europe, like France or England or Russia or wherever. Maybe we'd be down, maybe.
Yeah.
But one day I will finish Yakuza 0 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and Like a Dragon. But today is not that day. But Rob, that is everything I have now for you today. Are you happy?
Yeah.
Are you buzzing?
Yeah. Actually, I'm, to be fair. Like, one of my takeaways at the moment for that is going for I think is it Fist, FIST,
Yeah.
the one you were on about before,
Yes.
like that. So
Mate.
that at the moment, I'm interested in.
Mate, it's fuck. I mean, it's a bit rough around the edges. Some of the translation isn't. The localization isn't up to scratch, and but it's a nice looking game as well, mate.
If it's anywhere near on par as say Bloodstains.
Bloodstain. I think Bloodstain is probably the better game, but it's very good. Like, I think the reason I like it so much is because it took me by surprise. Like I said before, I knew I'd like it. I knew I'd gel with it because it's my thing. Straight of I love like cyberpunk, dieselpunk, all that shit. Steampunk as well. So for it to be a dieselpunk game in like this dystopian world and there's corporations taking over and there's betrayal in the story and all that shit, I mean, it's good. It's good. But I'm having a hard time figuring out who the main protagonist is. Like the fucking Matrix thing, it's doing me head in. I'll find out who it is and I'll put it on Twitter later. I promise you. I will find this out.
I'm making a call for Tom Cruise.
You think Tom Cruise? I don't think it is. I'm gonna look at the cast list and I'll tell you it is. Looking at the cast list, if it's even out yet.
This is where you look at the cast list and you see the person you think it is and Tom Cruise and you're like, for God's sake.
Yeah, man. There's Neil Patrick Harris is in it. What a legend! That is the dude from How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah. Do you know what? It could even be him.
It's not him. Don't do this to me. Who's Jonathan Groff? Is it this dude? I don't think it's this dude. What have I seen? I recognise his voice, like, recognise it. He's in Glee. What the fuck? What a legend. He don't give a fuck. Mate, I'll look into this a bit later. Rob, do you have anything to add, mate?
Yeah. Probably. Why isn't Wonderlands out yet?
Speaking of Wonderlands, Roberto, the official Twitter account tweeted last week, did they not? Or when was it? I want to go.
I think it was literally the weekend. So
yeah, I'm going to go on your Twitter if you don't mind, Rob. And there it is.
That's fine.
They took the second, which was Thursday even, but yeah, over the weekend it says gameplay reveal coming soon. Now to tie into Thursday's show, Rob, we'll be lining up with the PlayStation showcase. And we'll be having a good time. We're just going to watch along. We're going to chill. Anyone wants to come, everyone's welcome. Just chill with us if you want to watch, even someone to watch it with. Even if you just want to watch our reaction on YouTube later, do whatever you need to do, mate. But Rob, you made the call. I believe before that tweet went out, if I am going to be so bold, that gameplay will be at that showcase. You predicted that before that tweet, right?
I said that I wanted to see it. I didn't know if we would, but it'd be the perfect time.
Right.
And I think that's what they're going to do because realistically, they've shown their big guns already. Like they've done Forbidden West, they've done other aspects, remasters where they're looking. Now's time to get something else that's a little bit more sneaky in, just to be like, right, now that you've seen all that, have a look at this blind date.
Yeah, I think I'm very excited about it because it's not a state of play. It's the PlayStation Showcase. So I genuinely believe, because Dan asked us earlier, said, "Do you think we'll see God of War there?" I was like, "Yeah, I do." Like in some form or another,
it's a possibility.
some form or another, God of War will be there.
We didn't think we were going to see bloody Elden Ring, did we? At the bloody
yeah, we were over an hour in, but fucking hell, man. I do think this is the big show for PlayStation and Sony, so I think this is big gun territory. Like this is bang, bang, bang.
I think they'd be silly not to do it on this showcase.
I also believe Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 or even Final Fantasy 16, more of that is not out of the realm of possibility, to be honest.
I'd look more towards Part 2 rather than 16. I think they're going to finish up 7 before they go towards 16.
Maybe. When do you think 16 is coming out? Because
well, they tracked 15 for a while with a lot of DLC and everything else, so I think there's plenty of time yet. I think we're looking at least another 3-4 years.
Really?
I reckon.
Have you seen the footage of 16? Have you seen anything of it?
No, not yet,
mate.
But it's a case that I'm pretty confident that they're going to want to clear 7 first in that remake.
That could be. That could be a long time, mate.
How long? Like it's going to be a case of like all hands on deck, I think, to try and get it finished.
Yeah, but it's 2 teams, right? Is that right?
I think it was, yeah, initially, but I wouldn't be surprised if they get some of the others to start jumping on, and 16 takes the back step.
Yeah,
because it's going to be dependent on realistically. They're going to look at it and go, realistically, what's going to bring us in more of a profit if we get it out sooner?
Mate, they can fund both teams.
Yeah,
they can.
7. Because 7 remake, which they already know is everyone's wet dream. Or 16, which is going to be a brand new game. Everyone's always going to go for the one they already know.
Yeah. Well, Final Fantasy does have that pulling power, though, doesn't it? Like you could always sell Final Fantasy in an empty box.
Yeah. I mean, well, an example of it is Final Fantasy. Some of their mobile ones, like Brave Exvius, things like that, literally just put a Final Fantasy name on it and just went, by the way, you can have Cloud as a character. And literally,
to be fair,
it was literally 10 million downloads in a night.
Would Kingdom Hearts be as popular if it didn't start with Final Fantasy characters, isn't it? So forgive me if I'm wrong, they're not in the third one, are they? Hardly.
I didn't see him in the third one, but then again, I didn't finish the third one.
Right. I don't think they're in the... I'm going to go out on a limb and say I don't think they're in the third one. I'm pretty sure they're not in a lot of the handheld ones, like the 3DS ones and shit. I'm pretty sure there's not a lot of Final Fantasy stuff in those as well.
Yeah, it's quite limited. Like, to be fair, another one that I need to pick up that I've always been tempted by was Dissidia, which I never did.
You don't need to pick up Dissidia.
That's what everyone's comment has been.
You do not. I like the premise of Dissidia, don't get me wrong, like the 3-on-3, I love fighting games and all that shit. I don't know, it feels a bit stiff and a bit overcomplicated for what it is. You know what they need? You know what they need, Rob? You know what they need? They need Arc System Works of Dragon Ball FighterZ fame to come in, 2D fighting. I'm in. That's all you need. Fuck Dissidia. Get them on that.
Replace Final Fantasy with Gundam Wing.
Yeah, exactly. Do that. Just make them all. I just honestly, if I had enough money, if I was a bajillionaire, I'd be like, look, Arc System Works, make all these fucking games. I'll pay you. Just do it. I'll be fucking buzzing as well. Rob, I'm sorry to bring this on you, but have you got a forgotten gem?
Ooh, good question,
mate. There's one I can think of.
I can think of one.
Think of one while I ask you for your homework. On Thursday, probably go live about 8:15, there or thereabouts, right? If you can bring me 3 to 5-ish predictions, what you think is going to be there. I want some wants, I want some thinks, and I want some fucking never going to happen in a million years. If you can just bring 2 or 3.
I'll be able to get.
Is that alright? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mate, do you need help with this forgotten gem? Because I can dive deep.
I've got two, but I'm trying to think of which one to go with.
Mate, you lay it on me.
I've got it. So this one is a retro side scroller.
Right, I'm in already, mate. You say the word side scroll to me, I'm fucking in.
And it is a Sega Mega Drive, sort of Genesis era.
Right.
Where I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it.
Is it Spark Goes to Hollywood?
It was based around it being the multiplayer aspect a little bit more than it being single player.
Okay, so is it Golden Axe?
It is not. But
No.
Great game.
Yeah, well that's cool. Is it Streets of Rage?
No.
Is it Turtles? Is that on? That was not on fucking thingy. Sorry.
So, a big hint is you don't actually kill anyone in this game. You have stun guns.
Is it? My mind's gone blank, mate. You're gonna have to tell me.
Bonanza Bros.
Of course it's Bonanza Bros, for fuck's sake.
It is a Genesis game came out, or Sega Mega Drive, where you play as a robber and your second player can play as the other robber, and you essentially have to go into houses and try and steal the loot from under people. It is honestly, it was a car boot find I had when I was probably about 9, and it was the absolute bomb. I loved
Mate,
it.
you're buzzing with this game. Is it this one?
That is literally it. There was absolutely zero frills. It was literally a case of go in, get stuff, try and do it without being caught.
I forgot this game existed, to be honest.
Honestly, absolute gold.
You had a good time
Loved
with
it.
this, yeah?
I loved it.
What was it? Was it fun 2 players or?
Yeah, I found it was a lot more fun with 2.
More okay. How long was it? Did you ever complete it?
Yeah.
Of course you did, because you're a fucking legend, mate.
It was honestly, it was great fun. It was me and a mate of mine just sat there one night. We were just like, "No, we're gonna do it," and we did. I think it took in all roughly about an hour and a half, 2 hours. It wasn't very long.
Nice, mate.
Honestly,
Because you know all the fucking shit like that.
it's just like I say, it's one of those games that there's no frills. It's basic, and it's just a case of do this. This is your task. Get it done, and that's it.
Nice. I think it's on the Mega Drive Mini as well, so look out for that. I have some good news as well, Rob.
Well,
That game is on the. Oh, I thought it was a fucking PlayStation. It's on PC as well. You get it for the PC Engine Super CD-ROM, whatever. But the game is roughly between. You could probably get a copy between 10 and 30 quid. So the actual the highest the more expensive copies are 30 quid. So you probably find one for 10, 15. Which is nice for a forgotten gem to be affordable if you don't want to do the E word. You know what I mean?
I don't know what that word is.
I don't know either, mate. I never do anything like that at all.
Nah.
But Rob, 2 things before we go.
Yeah.
It's too hot, by the way.
It is.
I'm fucking
Bloody roasting.
Do you know, I'm melting here, mate. And thank you very much for joining me today, mate. I appreciate it immensely. You don't understand. I will see you. I'm annoyed. I'll buy aircon. Ryan, I'm not buying aircon, mate.
The thing is, though, is like buying is. He's right, but you're essentially only going to use the aircon for about 2, maybe 3 days.
About a week, at least, at most in the year. And it's like, right, send a bit. Same time next year, laters. No,
it becomes just
I'm annoyed as well, by the way, mate. I'm annoyed.
Go on.
Went to Asda today, did a bit of shopping, mate. And every time I go in the supermarket, I always go down the toy aisle. You know what I mean? I don't know why. I just like toys and figures and shit. And I always go down the game and DVD book section. know if you've been
always
to
do
Asda, there is a vinyl section, mate. And the new Iron Maiden vinyl was there for £37, which is about £10 cheaper than anywhere I've seen it online. And I haven't paid yet, because payday is, I believe it's Friday, because payday's Sunday, is that right?
Yeah, it's Friday.
Yeah. Buzzing, so I'm annoyed. So I might have to go back and get it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, Rob.
I don't want to be like the devil advocate in regards to that, but buy it.
Yeah, no, mate. This album come out last week. Have you heard any of it? You like Maiden? No, everyone likes Maiden.
I don't. Everybody loves a bit of Maiden, but I haven't listened to the new one now.
Some good songs. Well, the few I've listened to are good. But I'm melting, so we are going to. Because Jam's not here, and we won't do the quiz today. 'Cause I haven't done one, and I'm melting. As you can tell, the lights on my face, it's shiny.
Same.
Oh, I will see you Thursday, mate. Between 8 and 1:15 latest. We'll come on, have a good time, share our predictions of what you will.
Sounds good.
And yeah, Jam will be here. Dan, unfortunately, will not be. He's I think it's his friend's birthday. I think they're going out for some food. But we'll be here reacting to the PlayStation Nation thing. We'll also talk about the Matrix trailer because we're all very happy. And I will tell you who that person is talking. But until next time, thank you to everybody watching. Watch on YouTube, like, subscribe, share with your friends. Ask him who that guy is in that trailer because it's pissing me off. It's goodbye from Rob. It's goodbye from your boy. Keep it casual. We'll see you on Thursday to watch some get hype stuff, mate. Have a good time. See you in a bit.